Good afternoon, folkers. On my way to work, snap turtle in the truck. Uh, looking at the cloudy sky with the chemtrails mixed in, so they can break up any moisture that might come through. You know how they do around these parts. No need to harp on that today. As you can see, Joyce was good. On my way to work, about to get it in. Just thinking about this new organization I'm trying to start up. And I'm thinking about it seriously, and I want to make a move on it. I really want this to be a thing for any men, real men out there. Why are you in the turning? Come on, bro. Look at this. Look at this idiot. See that? All up in the intersection. He had the light. Anyway, so if you didn't see my live this morning, I was talking about starting a new organization, a new group known as Alpha Sending Betas Their Own Way, ASBTOW. And this is to counteract any organizations like, you were there, Joyce. And this is to really just a counter-terrorist group, so to speak. This is a counter-terrorist group to oppose organizations like the MGTOWs and the feminists. Okay, so this isn't just about MGTOW. And when I say terrorize, of course I'm using the hyperbole, right? I'm not calling anyone terrorist. What I'm saying is we need to counter any potential dangers that a group like MGTOW and feminism might bring about. Now, we already know the dangers of feminism, right? So this is not just about men. This is also about a certain type of woman who feel like men aren't needed for anything, who thinks all sex is rape. This is what a lot of these feminists really think. They think that all sex is rape, consensual or not. All sex is violent, all that. So we need to shed light on the danger of this as well. Because what can this do? Okay, what can this do? If a feminist convinces a wife or a woman who's having consensual sex with someone, if they can convince them that all sex is rape, what's to stop that woman who fell into the trap? What's to stop them from crying rape and screaming rape and trying to get somebody locked up for rape? And this has happened many a times throughout history. Not necessarily under the name of feminism, but women have been caught lying about being raped and whatnot. So there are real rape victims and there are not so real rape victims. And what we have to do is ensure that rape victims' voices are heard and that they are protected and that they're believed when they bring the facts forward, like, oh, I was raped. And I'm going to be real clear about what rape is. Okay? I'll be real clear. Let's say you're with a woman as a man, and you guys are getting intimate. You guys are maybe in the car. You went back to his house. You might have had a few drinks. What's up, Sabrina? You might have had a few drinks. You go back to his house, and it gets hot and heavy. And then, as the adrenaline flows, as the heat gets up, and as you start feeling the pressure, a woman might be like, oh shit, what am I doing? I didn't mean to come back to this dude's house and do all this. What's up, Derek? So if a woman is at your house and she's just this close to giving up the draws, and she said, you know what, I can't do this. I can't do it. Guess what, fellas? You got to stop. Period. That's just real shit. You have to stop. And I got over it. You got to get over that shit. You know, she said stop, or oh, I don't want to do this right now. You got to back off. Okay? Because if you go ahead and continue to force yourself on her, and she's saying no, 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 don't, and stop, and you penetrate and all that, it's rape. That's pure rape. All right, at that point you need to be castrated. Period. And you need to eat that. Castrated, you gotta eat it, and tie your ass to a tree, set you on fire. That's just how I feel about rapists. Okay, and then you have the I'll say see the God type rape. Okay, I'm not going to expound on who see the God is, given that his case is still alleged, right? But I've seen the video. I've seen the video where this young woman spoke on her experience. That's rape. Okay, if you go to a party and you slip some in somebody's drink and you force drinks down their throat, you keep continuously forcing drinks down their throat, and they're underage, and you get them to the point where they can't do anything, that they're like zombies, and you do what you penetrate them, then that's rape. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter if she should have been there or not. You know, there's nothing. You know, if she can't speak, if she can't kiss you back, if she can't hug you back, if she's not caressing you, and if she's not throwing it back at you, and all those things combined are occurring, and you're not drunk like she is, and you know what you're doing, she don't have to say no. She don't have to say stop, because she can't. She's not in a position to, because you got her so inebriated, she don't know left from right. That's rape. Let's get that fact. Let's get that out of the way. And if you bring her to a party and you allow your homeboys to do it, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for instance, you didn't do it, your homeboys did it. Well, guess what? If they do it and you're there and you allow that to happen, you're complicit in that rape. And you just as bad as that rapist. What's up, Queen? Queen 369 in the building. So let's understand what rape is, okay? That's rape. All those things that I just explained is rape. There's no two ways about it. Apparently there was some incident in a club in Atlanta where this woman was being penetrated in the club, and she's like, no help, and all that other stuff. And she apparently she filmed it. I don't know. I caught some of that on one of Hassan's videos. Very unfortunate. And then she goes and dances afterward and twerks. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you were doing it, she said no, it didn't help and all that shit. You had to be smarter, okay? Even if it seemed like she playing, or that she don't really mean no. I'm not fucking. If you start saying no and help, you know what? I'm not even trying to fuck nobody in the club, especially a chick I don't know. So we have to be smarter about shit. All right, those are instances of rape. Okay, now this is what rape isn't. You at the club, you meet a dude, y'all both get drunk, y'all go up to the hotel room. Okay, y'all both drunk as hell, and he might be a celebrity. You know, you give him head. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both up, like I said, and you willingly give him some vagina, and then you wake up the next morning, and you like, oh, this nigga got bread. I fucked me a superstar. Rape? That's not rape. What that's called? That's called opportunism. That's called trifling. That's called bullshit. That's called your ass need to be locked up. Okay? So let's be clear about what the differences are. Now that that's out the way. Yeah, that's bogus. Yeah, exactly the problem. Okay? But just to get back to what I was talking about in terms of the feminist, right? Because people think I always get on the MGTOW head. Well, I'm gonna get on the feminist head now, and I'm going to get into how they cause so many problems in the black community. More so, MGTOW just got started. MGTOW just got started, and this is why we can nip. All right, Margaret Sanger was a feminist. Okay, she was part of the feminist movement, and we all know who Margaret Sanger was. Margaret Sanger. Why is my screen going? I hate that shit. Margaret Sanger was a white woman who decided that black people were a nuisance and an infestation, and they needed to be eradicated. So she came up with Planned Parenthood so that she could help black women destroy their children and murder their babies. Okay, so let's get that straight. Margaret Sanger was a feminist, and then you have all these white feminist women getting in the black business, okay, black family business, and trying to convince the black woman that she was being oppressed by her man, when that couldn't have been further from the truth. The black family was a strong family together. They had been through so much shit. They've been through slavery for hundreds of years, and they came out of it holding each other up because that's all they knew how to do. The men, we weren't aggressive towards our women before feminists came into the picture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we went to work. The woman stayed at home and raised the children. That's how I feel like it should be. That's why my wife hasn't worked in almost 10 years. Never had a job in 10 years. Now she's doing her voice acting thing because that's what she wants to do. But that's how it was before feminists came into the picture. And that's when you could afford to have a single income in the household. Okay? So we had that going. There were no issues. Okay? Black women didn't start thinking about that feminist bullshit until white women started spitting in their ear. Oh, your man, oh, you can't go to work, you can't do what you want to do. Oh, he oppressing. Oh, you barefoot in the kitchen. Oh, whoa, blah, blah. Listen, that along with the war on drugs that Nixon initiated, plus on to Bill Clinton incarcerating more black men at one time than were alive during slavery, than were in captive during slavery. At any given time in slave history, there has never been more slaves at one period than there were incarcerated black men under Clinton. So you have all that. And this started because our black women, instead of being the beautiful, submissive, strong, hold your man up type women that our black women were, they started falling into the trap of feminism. They didn't need us no more. So along with the system, they fought us. Okay. Then there were problems. Okay, you got drugs flooding our neighborhoods in the 20s. Since what? Harlem, the Cotton Club. Y'all know about that, right? The Dagos, the Italians, were pushing drugs in our neighborhoods with the help of the government. Okay, then you had certain aspects of black organizations doing the same shit. And then you had the feminists. Okay, the feminists tore the submissive black woman, who was the strong black woman, who was stronger than we were. Okay, they were stronger than we were. They were pushing out babies. They were raising all these children. These women were having 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 babies. My wife's family, my wife's grandmother, had 10 children, had 10 babies. My wife had 5. If I keep going, I'll probably have 20 if I don't do something. If I don't snip, or some shit. Hey, I might end up having 8, 9, 10, 11 myself. The point is, I will look to my wife's grandparents, great grandparents as examples. Okay, they were down for each other for like 50, 60 years. They both died close together, like within months. They died together of each other, and they never fell into that feminist bullshit trap. Okay, but they're a dying breed because guess what happens? Black people are very fertile, especially if they have babies. If they get with each other, I mean, we fertile than a big dog. Okay, so this is why oldest of 7. Ooh, we shoot. Yeah, need a strong men, but I don't agree with feminism of thought that a woman should fall behind her man. I see it is 50-50, but it's not the same 50. You know what I'm saying, Queen? The 50% that I hold is not going to be the same as the 50% you hold. And at the same time, we're still equal. I have my role, you have your role. And I know in today's society it's very hard because you basically need a 2-income household to make it. Yeah, see? Oh, Miss Bev. Goodness gracious. Miss Bev, you found your way here again, huh? Anyway, second oldest of 6. See, I am the middle of 6. That's just my mom. My dad probably had 20 children. A woman is to be the leader and the teacher in a different way. Exactly. See, what I say about when I say submissive, I don't mean to minimalize the woman's role. Okay, you're submissive to your husband. You're submissive to your king, but you don't submit to anybody else. You're still strong. You can still back a sucker down if they play you. And you can back your husband down if he play you. I mean, that don't mean just let the nigga run right over you if he don't deserve it. If he doesn't show that he deserves your submission, you don't have to submit. But he has to show that strength. He has to be able to protect you and cherish you. Okay? I've you know what I mean? I never had to strike a woman. I never had to disrespect a woman, call her out her name and all that other shit to get them to submit to me. I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am. You know, and you know, there's many ways there's many things you have to do to get a woman to freely submit to you. And I explained those the other day. Right? But the feminist movement was probably the single most dangerous movement against the black family. Okay? It wouldn't have been possible for us to be as broken up as we were without the war on drugs, without the drugs being flooded in, without the crack era, without COINTELPRO, okay, without the gangs being started because the Black Panthers broke up. All that shit comes together to put us in the position we're in today, and slavery. So I see all these things. Now we have this MGTOW group coming through talking about, oh yeah, we need to get away from women. We don't need y'all. Listen, y'all have to really go check out what these niggas be talking about. I saw a video today, where this dude, I guess he's MGTOW. MGTOW. The title is MGTOW when women realize where they made a mistake. Okay. Again, it's about these clowns not taking responsibility for the position that they're in. They want to blame the woman for being sucker MCs. Okay? You're a sucker MC because you can't rap. You understand what I'm saying? You're not a sucker MC because no one bought your album, nigga. You're a sucker MC because you can't rap. You see what I'm saying? What is mid-bit? Okay. So listen, I can't see what Miss Bev is saying right now. I don't know. If she starts getting disrespectful, y'all know what to do. So You have to take responsibility. So I saw, and I've been seeing a lot of MGTOW. I didn't watch the video. I just saw the title. I don't want to waste my ear follicles. You know, the shit that make you hear. I don't want to destroy those by listening to idiots. I've listened to it enough. But just look at the title. Now, if you look at these dudes that make these videos, just go look at them. All right, go look at them and see. Just, all you gotta do is look at them. Let women, you judge. You judge. I'm interested to see what Queen's saying. Yeah. Oh, I know. Me and my king don't bump heads, so I don't have to. So I don't have to submit because he allows me to lead, but I don't use it as a power struggle. I'm just the one that woke him up. Hey, you know, he has to respect that. Look, I'm here to listen, not to criticize, but if I think you said something wrong, I will speak on it. Okay, all right. But I'd never belittle my king because he's important to my family. He does several things that I can't do. Exactly. You know, he has to respect that. If you woke him up in many ways, he's showing you that respect by allowing you to take the lead because you were there first. You know, and then maybe at some point when he reaches the level of consciousness of you, then things can start to shift a little bit, and it'll happen organically. He wouldn't have to force it. You wouldn't have to dumb yourself down to allow him to take the lead. It'll happen organically. I guarantee it. You just let shit flow like it's supposed to flow because you guys are doing a great thing, Queen. I respect that. You know, but it's all good. I mean, but it's really not, the point of contention is really not the women not submitting. It's really just the reason I want to start this group is because men like me, we need a voice. We need, because we're not saying shit, okay? We're not asking the right questions. When I see these dudes, some of these dudes that do try to counter MGTOW, they call themselves alpha. They're super aggressive, but they're disrespectful to women. They you know what I mean? Like they don't really have families. They're not married. They're just, you know what I mean? And they're not asking the right questions of these MGTOW people. So I feel like as a married man who has had his share of women, okay, who know women, I've had a lot of experience with women. I don't know all women, but I do know, I know enough about women to where I have succeeded in being a leader in my family. I know how to make that crack. We have to love and respect so we can never clash. Exactly. You know, it's funny, me and my wife, the biggest thing we might clash over is who gets the last piece of apple pie, some shit like that. Because we're sharing apple pie. We'll go out to a restaurant, we sharing the apple pie, and that's some shit. We'll clash over shit like that. But, you know, when she calls herself being mad at me for some silly shit and I'm not backing down or whatever, and I'm not, because my wife is spoiled to a degree, okay? When she don't get her way, she likes to cry and, you know, all that stuff. But she's by no means weak. I mean, I actually helped her. I helped strengthen her. I helped her learn how to speak up for herself because when we started dating, she was not really comfortable with conversation. Yo, yeah. Like I was saying, I taught her, you know, that it's okay to speak your mind and, you know, and don't let people, you know, speak to you any old kind of way. Because she's really easygoing. And, you know, like I said, she doesn't like confrontation. But now she can be a little bit more aggressive than when I met her. Than before we got together, actually. So, yeah. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Hold on just a second. Yo. Dang. I hate when the door gets. So yeah. So like I said, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, so that strike is over. Teachers got what they wanted. And yeah, so pretty much that's good. You know, what the teachers wanted, they wanted more nurses. What's up, the wise one? They wanted more nurses and librarians for the students. They wanted more support staff. So that's good. But yeah, I just want something to counteract these dangerous groups, you know? And it's really not just about family men, you know, it's just about men along the same line of thinking that don't blame women for everything and feel like this shit's getting out of hand. So that's really what it's about. And that's what I'm on. And I'm really going to push it. You know, I need y'all to help. I need y'all help with, you got a bigger platform, you know, and you feel me and you understand where I'm coming from and you dig and you dig what I got going on in terms of the ASBTOW. You know, it is what it is. Women, you know, y'all gonna be a part of it too. You know, like I said, I encourage you guys to start your own thing. You know, good home parenting is great. Communication is key. That's important to have both parents in their child's life. Yes, even if y'all can't work it out, the children come first, and you have to be able to get along and co-parent. No doubt. The MGTOW energy has to leave this matrix. It shouldn't be there, just like feminism. Exactly. They're both a problem. Okay. The mayor's mother and I are great parents, co-parents. All we see is demerits. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it's supposed to work. You know, sometimes it just doesn't work out. Yeah. So I want like I said, I'm gonna be talking about this more often. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start a separate page, okay, for ASBTOW. I'm gonna start a separate page. Hopefully you guys will jump over to that. I'm gonna really try to push this as a movement, because we need it. We need it. You know, we need men to step up. We need real men to step up. What's up, beautiful Brown? Just talking about the new organization I want to start, ASBTOW. ASBTOW is alphas sending betas their own way. Okay, it's kind of like a counter group for MGTOW. So, you know, they got MGTOW, we got ASBTOW. You know, or alphas sending betas away from our women. How about that? That I wanted to do that, but that was a little long. I think ASBTOW flows a little better, shorter. So, alphas getting betas away from our women. You know what I'm saying? That can be it too. You know, it doesn't. You know, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. That's real shit. Uh. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I appreciate that. I know. I'm crazy. Okay, so I'm going to address the whole the mom saying that she's dad, and that's a problem too for me. Okay, you're the mother. If you're a single mother, you're the mother. Okay, and you just happen to be a great mother, who's holding it down. You don't have to be a man or a father for that to happen. You're just handling your business. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get off work. I'm the foreman now, so I gotta get shit started a little early. You know, it's an adjustment, y'all. It's an adjustment, but it is what it is. I'm not giving them too much of my time because my time is valuable. But and I got shit I want to do. I got projects I want to work on. It is a legitimate question, Derek. It's a legitimate question. You know, like I said, as long as people aren't being disrespectful, you know, it is what it is. You know, don't be, because I know who to and who not to give my wrenches to. So, you know, I know I can trust most of y'all from Hassan Campbell. You guys came over to me. I appreciate that. You guys are supporting me. Boom, you got a wrench. You know what I'm saying? I know I can trust you guys, but it's gonna take, you know what's up. You know what happens when people get wrenches they ain't supposed to have them. You know what I'm saying? Right? She wasn't a mod, but you know, I know who I can and can't roll with. But like I said, as long as people aren't disrespectful to you guys in the chat and just trying to be trolling, sometimes I want to hear the trolls out. But when they start saying little stupid shit that don't mean nothing, I mean, it is what it is. All right, y'all. Much love to you. Stay up, be safe, and yeah, let's get this work. Derek is there. I respect this man. I respect you too, Derek. Great video you put up yesterday, by the way. All right.